Good morning. We're down in Florida at the Villages for the Florida High School 7v7 Association State Championship, and a ton of good football, a ton of good really scheme and everything else going on down here. And we're excited for day two. Uh, we did see one thing yesterday that is repeatedly coming up, and we thought we would just talk about it this morning. You're getting a lot of good athletes on a lot of good athletes, and so you're getting a lot of man coverage. And having said that, a lot of offensive coordinators are running crossing routes, shallow cross, drive type concepts, and there's a common mistake that you're seeing out there. Really, almost every other play, you're getting a lot of man coverage. That's why these plays are getting called, because you're getting the ability. You can see right here, we've got this play 042 F corner H wheel dialed up, and you've got a lot of great man coverage matchups here. Now we've got it out of 2x2. We're seeing it out of empty and a little bit of everything, but essentially you've got the F on a corner, which is a great man matchup. So I'm going to take that F out of here for a second. I'm just going to remove him from the play. All right, and you have the H on a wheel. We saw that a lot yesterday. I'm going to take the H out of the play. All right, and then move all this stuff over here. Now, really what you've got inside is you've got a pick or a rub here with the X or the Z. And this is not really a drive concept in our game. This is really a shallow cross concept, meaning that the read is the X and the Y. The Z is really coming in motion, just setting a line right here for the X to run off of in the event that it's man coverage. The X will stay on the move, and the ball can be thrown to the X, or the Y will stay on the move as well. So I'm even going to take the Z out of this. And really what I want to talk to you about is these two routes right here. Okay, the first one is the X. All right, you got a close split. For us, that would be 5 yards from the tackle. And people coach different depths. At the end of the day, what you're trying to do, once again, is you're trying to get this guy running a drag to provide a rub for the X. And your read is going to go X to Y. Now, what's happening out there, if it's man coverage, everybody's in pretty good shape. Once again, you had those shots with the corner route and with the wheel route. But when the zone is showing up, what's happening is you've got the tight end in this instance right here running through the zone and running it like it's man coverage. Same thing with the X. You've got a Sam backer sitting over here waiting on that X, and they're running into interceptions. They're running into what would be collisions if you had pads on. So a couple ways to coach this up. One is with this X on the backside over here. All right, what you want to do is you want to coach that X, and once again, this can be 5 or 6 yards right here. You want to coach that X as he's coming across the middle. He wants to get his eyes on the defense. If man coverage is what he's getting, then he wants to give his eyes to the quarterback. That will tell the quarterback that I know I'm covered, man coverage, and I am staying on the move. If it's zone coverage and no one is on him, he should be able to see this zone defender over here, this Sam backer, maybe a nickel Sam or whatever. If his eyes are on the defender, then that tells the quarterback, I see the defender over there. I'm going to set up in the first open zone right here, and I'm going to set it down. And the quarterback is going to put the ball on that X, all right, on the shoulder away from the nearest defender. That way that X can catch the football, understand that if the ball is on his left shoulder over here, the defender's inside. He'll catch the ball, turn up, and turn away. If the ball is on the inside shoulder, that means this nickel or Sam is out here on the outside, and he'll turn up inside and get north-south because it's zone coverage. Don't run across the field and get blown up or run your quarterback into a pick. Now, the other part of it is that the Y, all right, we saw this a ton yesterday too when it was zone. You can see where we've got the Y setting down two different places right here. That's because if it's zone and your X sits down right here in the strong hook zone, hook curl, the Y does not need to set down right on top of him. your quarterback is in a bad way right there. He's got two receivers sitting right on top of one another. So the way we coach this, regardless if it's a Y or an extended Y or a slot, is if you're coming across, all right, on your drive route, or excuse me, basic cross route, and you're moving and you don't see a hole because you've got another receiver setting that hole, go across and find the next hole to sit down in. That way your quarterback can progress really from the open hole in the zone here to the open hole in the zone there. And obviously if it's man coverage, which is what, once again, we're seeing a lot of yesterday, everybody stays on the move and it's a different play. But the thing we're trying to point out today is that just a little bit of coaching in here with your shallow cross concept between your X in this case and your Y will make the play a whole lot better for the occasional zone coverage you're getting.